All right, what was your name again?
My name's XO Reckless. Nice
XO Reckless.
Yes, sir.
Vincenzo. My name's Vinny.
Nice to meet you.
And yeah, welcome to the Endless Enjoyment Podcast.
All right, cool. Yeah, I run a podcast too. That's dope.
Really, what's it called?
It's called XO's Live and Reckless Shit Stream. It's mainly like a Juggalo roundtable. I just have like different musical guests or like different. I'll have like chefs on there sometimes, or I'll have like. I think I had an OnlyFans model, a Juggalo OnlyFans model with my co-host. Like I'll just switch it up and do whatever, man. So it's
And what do you mostly like to talk about on your podcast?
It just really depends. It starts off with music, then it goes. I don't really have a script, so I just kind of go with the flow and let it vibe,
Yeah, I feel like as I was like telling you guys earlier when we met, like mine started with like mostly musicians because that's the space that I'm in.
Yeah, that's who you've been networking with, shit. Yeah.
But anyone that's creative, like I just like to know.
Same, yeah.
About like their lives or influences, experiences.
Yeah, like I had a clothing designer that takes like. She designs like fucking uses the Hatchet Man and like designs like Juggalo clothes and shit. And I had her on the other night. That was pretty cool. So I'm winding down.
So where do you stream that?
Oh, wherever. YouTube and Facebook. I mean, I've been kind of on the road, so I was kind of doing it wherever.
Where you been going?
I went to Dayton. I'm from Columbus. I live in Columbus, but I went to Dayton one night for a show, and then Cleveland, and then I came to Knoxville, and then I'm heading to Centralia, Illinois after this on the 11th to do a show. So.
Hell yeah, man, staying busy.
Yeah, just kind of moving around with it.
So how did you end up coming here, Trapped Out Campo?
Knowing the Grizza, me and him were working on a track, and I said, hey, I'm thinking of coming up through Tennessee around that time. And he goes, oh, I got a show for you. I said, all right, cool, fuck yeah.
You guys like connect online? Or?
Oh yeah, we started talking about doing a track. Yeah, we met online. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's put me up the last few days. It's fucking been cool, man.
Hell yeah, so are you performing tonight?
I'm not sure. I performed last night, but I just actually asked about that, and it's not out of the realm of possibility.
Hell yeah, man. I would love to see what you got.
Bet.
If not, we'll tap in online.
Yeah, sounds great, man.
And we'll tag all your stuff in the description of the video.
Okay, cool.
So we'll have like your own separate interview, and then there'll be one long.
That's dope. Yeah,
interview.
so you're doing like a whole like wrap up on the festival.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure. So
That's
I
cool.
wish we were here yesterday, but.
Yes, it was cool. It was a little smaller vibe. Seems like more people pulling up today, but I mean, it was Friday night, so.
Right. Yeah.
Friday afternoon,
Some
people get on board.
working,
Yeah.
So.
Oh. No, it was a pretty cool fucking little vibe though.
So you got some new music that you were performing yesterday?
I'm actually holding off on that. I'm working on new music while I'm here. But yeah. So I just actually finished a verse for a friend, and I'm going back in the studio in the next few days. But yeah.
So how long have you been making music for?
In front of people, probably since 1996.
Damn, man.
I started playing guitar in like punk bands and shit, and I started doing hip hop. I've always been a fan, but I started learning how to do it or switching the writing style from rock to hip hop. Like playing with it. 2009, I got a copy of FL Studio, and so trying to find out.
You produce it?
No, not anymore.
Yeah.
I tried initially. Yeah, I had a couple tries, but no, I've been doing this thing since probably the end of 2020.
So you're just doing vocals, rapping?
Yeah, vocal singing and rapping. Yeah.
You mix still the sounds of rock and rap?
Yeah. I do a lot of my choruses where I'll sing them and stuff like that, and then I'll spit bars in the verses usually. So.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
Sounds interesting. I mean, you've been at it for a long time too.
Yeah, I've got a lot of lessons of what not to do, and had to make the same mistake a few times.
Absolutely, you live and you learn, man. What do you think is one of the biggest lessons you've learned over the years?
Humility. Stay humble, because the second you act like you're unteachable, you don't learn nothing. Like I don't know.
Right. Yeah, but you gotta be a student of the game.
That's why I consider myself a perpetual student of the game. So it's like.
Of life.
You meet, especially among rappers, sometimes you meet guys with really big heads, and it's.
Oh yeah.
It's almost like not realistic, and it's you can't teach anyone anything like that because they already know everything. So it's like,
I think they do. Yeah.
Let them do them, and you do you, and yeah.
And don't make their mistakes.
I find humility gets me a lot further than yeah.
I hear you, man. That's valid for sure. So. Who are some of your biggest influences in music?
I mean, to be honest, growing up was like that Southern California sound, or that Southern and Northern California sound. Because I liked Too Short a lot when I was a little kid.
Oh yeah.
And but also like WC and the Mad Circle and like Ice Cube and shit. So, growing up with stuff like that, and then as I got to be a teenager, junior high, was Spice One, fucking a lot of that Cali sound, to be honest, because that's where I grew up in Southern California. So. Gangster
rap, G-funk.
Yeah, that G-funk sound, that era, and the Bay's got its own unique sound for that era too, like Spice One and even old Tupac and shit.
Sure, one of my favorite rappers from the Bay, Burner.
Nice.
You familiar with him?
Burner, is it Burner for 20? Is that a different rapper?
No, it's just Burner. He owns the brand Cookies. If you
okay.
know Cookies.
Okay, Cookies. I know. I'm familiar with Cookies. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's the reason Wiz Khalifa has his own strain of weed.
Okay. Okay.
And he's also such a dope rapper too.
Okay, I'm not familiar with his music, but
I would check it out, bro.
Oh, I bet.
especially if you like to smoke, you know.
Yeah, I do.
Right.
I actually left my weed in the car, so I'm like.
So yeah, a big part of like my brand is like my love for cannabis and
Nice.
just supporting it. Like it's just wrong that it's even illegal. And
Well, it's weird how it was made a Schedule 1 narcotic too, and that was all a propaganda move. Like, I mean, anybody knows that the why it was made a Schedule 1 fucking federally anyway initially. So I mean,
Right,
it's scheduled up there with like heroin and cocaine. They're very different fucking substances.
it says that it has no medicinal benefit, which is just not true.
Which it sounds like at the time it was a federal block to actually testing on it, at least in the U.S. But yeah.
Just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Man, so that's what I've always said.
You look like a reefer madness and stuff. It was all propaganda.
Oh,
like, you know what I'm saying?
and even
like,
the name marijuana comes from trying to demonize like Mexican people, and
yeah, there's a lot of racist politics involved in what happened, why that happened too. So.
yeah, so that's obviously just not.
That's
okay.
America for you, though.
Right, yeah. But
Unfortunately.
I just try to keep the good vibes and show love to other artists. And like, my most recent album, I just dropped a deluxe version of it. It's
Nice.
all just good vibes, songs to smoke to. It's
That's
all
cool.
In rotation.
Nice.
Songs to keep in rotation while you got some joints in rotation.
That's
you know?
cool.
But man, so like, where's your favorite place you've ever traveled to?
You know, I like the Pacific Northwest a lot. Portland, Oregon was great, but for all the wrong reasons. It's basically like Pleasure Island if you're a drug addict. But yeah, at least it was for a while when it had everything decriminalized. I ended up moving to Salt Lake. That was all right. I wouldn't recommend going out there residentially impaired in the winter though. That's not fun. But yeah, my favorite, like, I've been all over the country. Tennessee's really nice. It was my first time out here, so I'm enjoying that.
I mean, it's a beautiful day. Yeah.
Right. In the woods and stuff is cool. It's like what I would picture it to be. Well,
Yeah, we out here.
yeah, we out here for sure. Yeah, I feel it. Well, yeah, man, fucking, as far as venues goes, I think the soundstage in Baltimore, Maryland was really cool. There's some cool venues on the West Coast too. It's hard to pinpoint them all, but like, I good and bad with every place, you know what I'm saying?
Of course, yeah. Is there somewhere like you haven't been that you want to go to on your bucket list?
Oh yeah, I've tried a few places outside the mainland U.S., but yeah, I want to go to like Hawaii. I haven't been there. I want to go to Dubai. I want to go to random places like that.
Hell yeah.
I'd say my favorite place in the U.S. is probably New Orleans, though.
I've never been. Yeah.
It's its own vibe, man. Like, it's hard to break through there too in the music wise because they got their own like local scene so much. Like, I almost did New Orleans on one tour before, and that was the reason I was like gonna jump on it because they had New Orleans at the House of Blues, and I was like, I didn't end up doing it, but yeah, it's a hard market to break into.
Hell yeah, man, it's got to be hot as fuck down there.
I imagine, dude. I was there in February, like right before COVID hit, so like it was pretty cool. Everything was laid back until it all locked down, so I had fun.
Hell yeah, man.
Went out like the outskirts of like a gator farm and shit. It was pretty cool. Went and did like the old tourist thing in Louisiana. That was
yeah, definitely on my bucket list. A place in the U.S. Like I want to travel the whole U.S. and like Europe after that.
Yeah, I want to go to Europe. I didn't get to go. My band went, and I had passport issues, so I didn't get to go that trip.
Damn.
It was like 2000. Fuck, when was that? 11, 12, something like that. Probably 2011, because I ended up settling down for a little bit and having kids and stuff, like 2012. So.
Yeah.
2011 was like the last year I was going hard with the bands, and then everything kind of fell to shit in 2020. So I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot with music.
That's like, so kind of you restart like a solo career at that point?
Yeah. I was doing a band, and it got really frustrating dealing with other personalities and stuff. And I'm not usually, I wouldn't consider myself hard to work with, but at this point, like at my age, I'm just like, it makes more sense just for me to do what I want to do musically, artistically anyway, with the ideas instead of watering them down with other people's opinions and band. You know what I'm saying? Like
no,
a band
100%.
becomes a democracy, and you're like, well, the initial vibe I had's completely gone now, and this is just, I don't even know what this is. I don't know if I like it, and then everyone's like, you got different opinions. It's just, I don't know. It's too chaotic. Too many cooks in the kitchen for me.
No, 100%. I hear. I've seen like my friends in college were in bands, and they go through multiple bands and have trouble.
It's trouble
on
like,
things.
You know, you can see magic happen with the right personalities, like, and even if people don't get along, like you can see magic happen like that regard. But like, for me, I like doing it more at my pace and more, you know, what I want to do versus. I guess that's the only area I'm really like particular in my life where I need, you know, like, you know, anyway.
I hear you, man, especially when it comes to your creativity.
Right. You don't want to put out something you're not happy with, like, ultimately.
I'm right there with you, man. I love being a solo artist and being independent as well.
That part, yeah. Like, I've got my own label I've started, but I'm actually looking for another. I'm leaving the primary label I was on this year at the end of the year, and I'm looking for a new one. I'm talking to a couple others, so I'm happy about that. So, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Kind of grinding a little bit, doing what I do.
So,
Am I get a smoke right here?
Yeah, you're good, bro. So what's like been going on? So like you've been traveling, performing.
I was living in Columbus for a while. I was doing a lot of rehab actually, because I was you know, when I went to Salt Lake and then dealing with some substance abuse addiction issues, and then so I went to rehab for like a lot of the last year. I was just kind of doing that phase of it where you're locked in, and you know what I mean. So I was basically just doing interviews and writing, and then it's weird. Like life's been weird. Like I've had the stuff come in like small doses, like to where it's all working out, and then it just all falls to shit again. Like. So just trying to navigate that and have less of it falling to shit and more of it just kind of staying with a consecutive flow. But yeah, but it's been good. I've done a lot of shows this year, not just in Columbus or in Dayton. I've done them outside of the state as well. I got shows coming up in Kentucky. So like I'm just trying to, you know, grinding.
Right. A lot of that comes with like just networking online.
Oh, absolutely. Most of that comes with networking online and who you're talking to and who you're meeting, and you got to figure out who does what. So obviously, if you're linked up with a promoter, then obviously, you know what I'm saying? Like you just, you know, you figure out who does what pretty quickly online. And so yeah, it's just a lot of that is networking, straight up, like 99% of it, in my opinion.
Hey man, it's all about who you know for sure.
Well, not even necessarily that. It's just where you apply yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll see a situation like, hey, this guy's a promoter, so you know if you want to get on that show, you talk to him. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
like that kind of.
You learn like who to reach out to,
right.
what contacts to make, and
you learn the natural order of things, I guess, if that makes sense. When you're networking frequently, you like kind of learn. You kind of see who else in your subgenre or whatever is grinding and working too. So it's kind of cool.
And who's playing what roles, or who,
right. And
people wear many hats. Like I wear many hats.
Same. And what artists are pushing themselves, and you know what artists are working, what artists are doing that's working, what artists that are doing it's not. But like, you know, I mean, it's kind of cool.
So how did you end up finding the Grizza online?
I don't know how we linked up, dude, but
just kind of happened.
Right. Yeah, we just started talking one day, and I don't remember who initially reached out to who, but yeah, we're talking about doing a track together. And we actually just finished recording it a couple days ago, so.
Yeah, man. I'm excited to hear it.
Yeah, it's more of a horrorcore track, but yeah, we had some cool ideas for a video shoot, which we might try to execute while I'm in town, because I'm gonna be in town for a few days, so yeah, got a few things in the works.
Yeah. So where does the name XO Regulars come from?
So XO is kind of a snarky, like hugs and kisses, kiss my ass, fucking, like, aside, and then Reckless is, when the name kind of stuck, it was just what was going on with me in my personal life and in my past, just situations I dealt with and how I would self-medicate instead of dealing with things. And so it just kind of, you know, it was fitting. I actually came up with, I was dealing with some really heavy mental shit for a while, divorce and all that, and I ended up in a hospital for a minute, and that's where the name kind of stuck, ironically, but yeah. And it was kind of like, okay, well, let's give this a shot. And so far, it's been the only, in moments of like, when my life is like, seems like it's falling apart, like music's been the only thing consistently like there. So it's been kind of a weird, you know what I'm saying? Like, not saying it's necessarily the most lucrative, but therapeutic type thing.
Absolutely, man. I mean, I was just talking with my buddy Marcus right there earlier about, you know, how even like, I mean, of course my friends and family are like one of the most important things to me, but at the same time, like music has always been there, even like when no one's around. When
no one's not, when people leave you and music's still there, and it's like,
or if they're just not around or busy. Like I live far from home. I'm from Boston originally. Okay. So I've been living out in Nashville for the last few years. So I drove over here today to be here for the event. And
that's dope.
So I'm thousands.
I was actually gonna go to
away.
Nashville. My homies came from Nashville last night. Brandish My Metal, Illuminate, and Edie. Yeah, they came and performed last night, and that was fucking dope because I was supposed to go on tour with them in like 23 on another big tour, and but I think Edie got. It was only Nate that went, so it was only Nate that I really got to hang out with, but I got to kick with both of them last night, watched both their full set. It was fucking dope. And I'm stoked that they were able to come up. So, but I'm trying to get in Nashville too. So that was the initial trip for this, or plan for this trip, was I was gonna try to hit Nashville. I was gonna do a little workshop on video production, and that ended up getting moved. So I just ended up doing the festival and hanging out at Grizzlies. But yeah,
right.
You gotta be able to adjust on the fly. But
right, yeah. And you guys are coming up with some good shit.
Yeah. No, I got that verse done. I had most of it written when I got in there, and I just kind of finished the rest of it up on the spot. So it worked out.
You gotta let it fly sometimes, man.
Right.
Especially if you know, like, you're fucking with the song and you want to be a part of it.
Right, yeah. So I didn't have it finished when I got up there immediately, so I just said, all right, well, this is where I got to, let's go from here. And fucking, yeah, got it done.
Hey, man, what was I just saying before that? I was saying, like, it's kind of like I'm, like, 1,000 miles away from, like, where I grew up, and that, like, you know, I'm just kind of, like, forming my own relationships out here. My whole life out here.
Right, exactly. Like, and you kind of just carve your own path, like, basically, you know. Yeah. Some people stay in their towns, they never leave, that's fine, like, but other people just gotta get out and see the world, you know.
Hell yeah, man. So, like, what are your goals, like, moving forward with the music?
My goals moving forward with music, probably sign to a new label here coming up. I'm actually going to officially do a gathering. I'm putting in a bid to get on an actual gathering stage for the Gathering of the Juggalos this year. And a couple other festivals I've got my eyes on, but yeah. Just kind of making strategic moves to make sure that all works out.
Oh yeah.
Getting my ducks in a row.
Staying focused.
Yeah,
staying
sober. Sometimes.
Yeah, no judgment.
Not the heavy way, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No, I've been staying off certain things, but I've been dabbling a little bit. Actually, dabbling a little bit today, so I'm having fun.
Yeah, man. Be responsible and
right.
As long as you take care of yourself, I think the music will take care of itself as well.
Right. Yeah, and if anything, it's been more therapeutic and to find out there's other people that can relate to it. That's cool too. You know what I mean? Like, so it's just kind of.
Oh yeah. You can help people by speaking on your experience.
Right. That part. Yeah. It's like I'm sitting there. Some of the shit I'm thinking I couldn't make this shit up if I tried, and other people are like, oh, I can relate to that. It's like, okay. So it works out.
So do you have like a message, like anybody that may be struggling right now, or?
I mean, it gets better, believe it or not, no matter how shitty it seems at times, because I get stuck in my head a lot, and I've gotten better about that, and a lot of that is just my perspective on how I view things. If I try to view things, looking for silver linings, even in the shittiest situations, I try. I don't always succeed, but yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I used to consider myself a realist, and I'd be kind of pessimistic at times, and now it's just like there's no point. I can be realistic about a shitty situation, but at the same point in time, try to find the silver linings, and then that's kind of it's helped.
Yeah, sometimes things happen for a reason.
Right.
It takes time for you to understand that too. Like in the moment.
Right. In the heat of the moment, you don't always realize shit, and then as you kind of take a step back and look at it through different lenses or different versions of your lens, you realize, okay, maybe I'm not complete. You know what I mean? It just things happen for reasons.
Oh yeah, man.
But. Well, shit, man. Fuck yeah.
I appreciate you coming on the podcast.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Speaking a little bit about your story.
Thank you for having me, man.
Absolutely, man. It's a pleasure.
Sorry, I think the ass is kicking in. Speaking of dabbling.
Appreciate you coming on the Endless Enjoyment podcast, bro.
Fuck yeah, no, thank you.
Bitch, you told me I was heartless, said to leave it be. Don't tell me that you love me, girl, I'm bad company. Anyway, regardless, you see you the G. Let's nail in the company, it's the death of you and me. Now you can say I'm heartless. Say I'm